What happened this morning, and what's the significance and implication of what we're seeing play out?
Yeah, what we're seeing this morning is the biggest sweep yet under the national security law that was imposed on the city by China in June. We have around 50 people, a combination of pro-democracy politicians and opposition activists who were arrested this morning, some of them the most outspoken critics of China and the Hong Kong authorities still in the city, because a lot of people have obviously fled into exile since this law came into place. What it means basically is that Hong Kong is really going after people who were organizing an opposition primary over the summer. There was a lot of anticipation for a scheduled election in September, which the government subsequently postponed. But to organize, the opposition candidates all held a primary, and China basically blasted them for doing that, saying they were subverting the election process. So basically anyone who was involved in that opposition primary, which is obviously something that happens in democracies all around the world, those people are now being systematically arrested. And so we have around 50 people this morning, which is the biggest sweep we've seen since the law was passed.
So what does this mean for the future of Hong Kong's democratic movement, not to mention the future of its legislative branch, because that was supposed to be the last line of defense?
Yeah, exactly. We had all the opposition politicians resign in protest, a little bit ago after China passed a law saying that anyone who wasn't sufficiently patriotic could be expelled. So this was basically, this was part of what the opposition candidates thought was a normal part of the democratic process, and now anyone who was involved in it is being arrested. And I think this speaks to what a lot of the concerns were about the national security law when it was passed. A lot of people said this law is vague. The terms and the writing and the drafting of the law, which was just imposed on Hong Kong with no local vote, people don't know what violates the law in some cases. So this was something that was held shortly after the law was imposed. Everyone participating in it assumed it was legitimate, and now they're being told, post facto that that this primary was illegal. And at the time, there was nothing in the law saying that such a thing would be illegal. So, exactly.